Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 2 of season 3 of DC's Titans. The first episode I thought was a decent little re-entry into where the team is now, 3 months after the end of season 2. It also kind of seems to be like a little bit of a soft reboot in a way, of just the story in general of where we're going from here to just kind of set the stage for, I guess, what we're picking up on. Because there was a couple things I didn't really think about until after I had posted my initial reaction. Last time we saw Kory in season 2, she didn't have her powers. She lost her powers, but now she's not only does she have her powers back and she seems to be more powerful and in more control, she also has a new suit. So obviously 3 months had happened, but there's not even like somewhat of an explanation as to how we got to that point or how she resolved her issue with her powers and to begin with. So that's something that like was a little weird after I realized that. On top of that, no explanation so far, or at least at the moment, as to why, because they were part of the team in the beginning. Is like where did the Rose / Jericho go? Nothing. So it just seems like we're kind of ignoring some things that came before and just kind of starting fresh with this team working together as a unit, the core team that we've got right now. And I'm curious to see where they go with it. Obviously, they've also kind of switched things up again on Batman. Season 1, Dick thought he was the bad guy. Everybody else was telling Dick he's crazy. Bruce loves him, all that stuff. Second season, he realizes he's wrong, meets with Bruce, and realizes they both have their own issues and that they were kind of taking it out on each other, and they mend those bridges together. And now we're back on Bruce's full-on psychopath. Doesn't give two shits about anybody. He's just recruiting people off the streets. Like, it's back to Bruce is just the villain again. So I'm curious to see what direction they go with that, because the episode ended with Bruce finally, like Dick and Barbara and everybody just finally getting through to him and like making him realize he's got a problem or whatever, to the point where he goes and he murders the Joker, seemingly murders the Joker with his own crowbar. So we'll see. I think that's just the show's way of getting Bruce off the board so we can focus on the Titans. But it also, in some way, while I do understand this is his own interpretation and its own universe, it's just like, man, this is the most not Bruce that I have seen in a long time, man. It was like, oh, wow, okay. Apparently he didn't give two shits when Alfred died. He didn't give two shits when Jason died. He doesn't give two shits when Jim Gordon died. This guy just keeps on moving on. While I thought he was burying his emotions, like he was just right on to recruiting somebody else. It's not like he stumbled upon him like in the comics and, you know, stumbled on his new recruits. He wasn't actively like investigating his new recruits down the line. He just kind of happened upon them. And this one, he's like already got like 5 people lined up to replace Jason mere days after his death. I was like, whoa, ease up on it, Bruce. Come on, chill. But like, it was just weird. But yeah, I mean, we'll see where it goes. I'm on board with everything else. Like everything else, the Bruce stuff is just weird. Like, because they've just kind of been flip-flopping on his character over 3 seasons now, but it's not really about Bruce, so I'm not really too worried about it. Dick has been a character I've been like most focused on, and I think they've at least finally got him where he should be, where he should have been from the get-go, but we'll see where, or at least by the end of season 1, he should have already been at this point, but we'll see where it goes from here. This episode is titled Red Hood, so I assume we're going to be getting a time skip, since Red Hood's going to be entering the scene in episode 2. A little rushed, but we'll see how it goes. Guys, remember the full-length unedited reaction watch-alongs available over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, if you want to see my full reaction to the entire episode, it's going to be over on those 2 places. But let's go ahead and dive into episode 2. Here we go.
I thought you called it.
I thought Perez called it. Why the fuck would I want to see any of you? Especially.
Do we not get like a time indicator?
I've heard plenty.
My guy says he cracked the Joker's head in 2.
We all know the Bat doesn't do murder.
He does now.
This is like straight out of Under the Red Hood. Is it the bag of heads?
Jimmy.
Open the bag.
Shit, who the fuck is this guy?
The bag.
Yep.
Fuck me.
All your number twos are in there.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the guy you want on your side. I can protect you.
From the bat?
Batman's gone. I retired him. Check the sky every night. No more bat signals. The nightmare's over. Any problems with cops or other masks, I take care of it from now on.
How did he? Well, I guess
1% of what you make.
he retired the Batman. Sure about that? Indirectly.
Any more questions?
Well, that was rushed. Wait, how much time has passed? If they made it sound like Joker just died like the other day.
How long you been on the force?
You ask a lot of questions, Todd with 1D.
No, it's just funny, you know, and
I was with a special branch of law enforcement before this.
like Secret Service.
I was a bird, Todd. A big red bird with latex talons and a composite beak-like helmet.
Okay, Mr. Mystery. Have it your way.
Funny thing is, he's telling him the truth. Oh my god.
That was fast.
Yeah,
You want to grab a coffee?
I have lunch.
Oh, yeah. Boat salesman.
The broker. I'll be around if you need me.
We still got it.
Always will.
Confirmed by several sources, the man who terrorized Gotham for a generation, known only as the Joker, is dead.
Okay, yeah, it just happened. What the fuck?
11:20 last night, Bruce's jet took off, changed IFR in midair. Nobody knows where he touched down, except maybe you.
I wish I did.
What happened?
No, he just took
I was
off.
asleep.
Killed Joker and
Just came
took
to my
off.
room and dropped a bloody crowbar on the floor. Said it was over with him and the Joker, that he ended it. Then he said he was done with Gotham. He said, be a better Batman.
That's some fucked up parent jujitsu. Trying to reel you back.
I can't leave now, can I?
You know how crazy that is, right? Trying to step into your father's shoes.
I do, Commissioner Gordon.
So should she.
Be a better Batman, huh?
Different circumstances, though.
Right, any other headlines?
I'm bringing in the Titans.
Arriving from San Francisco, the Titans have been spotted in Gotham City just one day after the Joker was murdered in Arkham
One
Asylum.
day.
The Titans did not answer questions, but sources say that the timing of their appearance is not coincidental. First Robin's murder, then Joker. The Titans
I mean, how long between Jason's death and then the Joker's death actually passed? Hot
I
damn.
appreciate you for coming.
Star? What
I
you
should
wearing?
warn you. You're not in San Francisco. The city breeds a special class of criminal. People die here. Not just regular people. People like us.
Can we see the Batsuit?
No.
The Batmobile?
Guys,
What? You made me ask. I did not.
Dick. There'll be enough time for all of that. Looks like it was written on the back of a textbook page or something.
Play it.
Red Hood.
He's terrified.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Ooh.
735 720 2660.
Oh no.
You okay? Hey.
What the fuck just happened?
No money, no political manifestos. Doesn't sound like a Joker copycat to me.
Also doesn't sound like Red Hood. He doesn't like target innocent people.
For cases like these, we've been using a consultant, like a profiler. You're not gonna like it.
Crane.
Okay.
Scarecrow.
What?
He was like, the fuck?
You know,
What the fuck?
The Red Book by Carl Jung, original 1959 is...
What is Connor doing?
Put food on his books, man. Were you raised in a barn?
test tube, actually. Does Superman have a library?
Man, like these two are about as pure as it gets so far in this show, man.
Oh, hey, Kory, you gotta check this out. It's...
Kory?
What is going on here?
Kory, talk to me.
I was about to say, I was like, that's the nicest exterior we've ever seen of Arkham that I can recall. Inside looks just about the same, though, as what we're used to.
It's the Bird's opening. It's one of the oldest known openings in chess. The king moves stealthily in the shadows while the pawns are sent into the teeth of destruction so that he may advance.
And you got all that from the police cheat sheet?
The note, it's written on the back of a page, torn from a chess manual.
F4, D5, Knight F3, G6. Looking at all the combinations.
For what?
Telephone number, bank accounts, needle in a haystack.
Not too bad.
Robin.
Bird's opening, Robin. That can't be random.
Anne lived at 2289 Bluebird Way. Let's get a list of all the Gotham streets with bird names.
I like this aspect so far.
You found the kids? Safe and sound.
The kids are safe. We found them.
Connor? People in the bank. They aren't the parents.
Now it's over.
Oh! He switched up the move. He baited them. That was smart.
And drove off with my men 2 blocks away. You practically gave them a police escort.
We got played. I'm sorry, but it happens.
Didn't happen with Batman.
Whoever this is exactly what they want.
Which is?
Mistrust between us.
I stood down for you tonight. Nobody else could have convinced me to do that.
I'm sorry we failed you tonight, Commissioner.
The city is on edge, and it's my job to protect them, not yours. This is a police matter.
Dick's handling this well, at least. Well enough.
What you eating?
I don't know. Some kind of meat thing.
That's Crypto's.
Give him dog food.
Oh, Dawn tells me you rocked the bike shorts back in D.C.
Hey, those are pursuit and attack shorts, motherfucker.
I'm gonna go check on Kory, see how she's doing.
Whoever this is fucking with us, he's going down. And we're gonna be the ones to do it. So chin fucking up, amigo.
Chin up.
I will say, like, out of the 2 seasons we've had so far and just these first 2 episodes, I feel like the team is a family at the moment. Like, dysfunctional or not, like, they actually feel like they are cohesive in some way, like, that they care.
Hold on. Fisher took out his own fillings?
I'm not sure if I should talk or not.
It was a defensive move. We're looking at this the wrong way. The answer isn't figuring out more of Bird's opening moves, it's how we beat it.
Unsound, but nonetheless interesting and uncommon. No, not that. Hobbs Powder Group. They used to make explosives. Batman and I shut them down for street dealing.
And we saw that earlier in the episode, too.
What the?
Hey there.
What the fuck?
Part of me feels like he knows that they would figure this part out, and this is also a trap.
What took you so long?
Got here as soon as I could.
Thought I was gonna have to hire a Skyrider.
Wasn't me. I had my team working on it. Looks like you had a team too.
They were expendable, just like the Titans.
Who are you?
The one they'll run to when you let them down? Gotham. It's mine now.
We'll see about that.
Did he get taller?
Bruce always told me you were better than me with the toys.
Jeez.
Red Hood.
That was a quick reveal. All right, I like some of the combat. I like this. I like the puzzle solving in this. I think it was like my favorite parts of the episode, other than the team kind of coming together and to back up Dick and Gotham, and just like the dialogue internally between them. Like I said during the reaction, it's like the first time in all of the seasons so far that I actually feel like the team is their own little family, even though they have their own little internal squabbles and their own problems and stuff. You know, Kory's dealing with her thing. Which I'm wondering what she's seeing. I wonder if she's getting visions, because I had assumed like that there'd be a time skip here. Because what was Jason doing this whole time? Studying chemistry, obviously, on the side to get that, like, getting that juice up, which I'm wondering if he's still using right now to kind of compensate. He looks taller in the suit, so I'm wondering if there's definitely a body double there, like in the suit, and it's not actually Curran. But I'm just trying to figure out what the motivation is, because it just seems a little rushed getting from the death to Red Hood, because at least in the comics, there's a huge in-between. Like, he was a teenager when he died, and then he came back an adult, resurrected, obviously, from the dead. So I was wondering, like, okay, did Jason actually fake his death, or did he die and he's already been resurrected? He's already taken an online military training course, already fucking mastered explosives and all this junk, because these are all skills he didn't have before, and like in the comics, these are skills he acquired later. Like, I don't know, it was just weird. Like, I don't get what he's trying to do right now. Like, because it's only been days since he passed. Because we know that the night Jason died, it was on the news, and then Dick showed up, and Bruce had already had the funeral. He collected the body from the morgue, and he did the funeral procession himself. Unless this is some game by Bruce and Jason for some reason that Bruce is in on it. I don't fucking understand what's going on. Like, what? Like, I get Jason's jealousy over Dick and why he would want to target him, but I don't understand the gap in logic here, because before it was like Batman never killed the Joker, which allowed that thing to kill me. So he blamed Batman's lack of ability to put criminals down and prevent them from doing things again on Bruce. So that's why his brand of justice is putting down criminals for good. However, he's also using like innocence in his plans right now, which is also something that Jason Todd usually stays far away from. So it's definitely, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this, because there's like elements of Red Hood, under the Red Hood, that they're pulling into this. Obviously, like a shot for shot scene with Red Hood's first couple of appearances, with that, all the crime leaders being drawn into this public meeting where their lieutenants, all their second hands are decapitated and thrown on there like in a bag. That was also kind of rushed. Like, I don't know why we're speed running to Red Hood. I feel like this should have been like slowly rolled out over a couple of episodes. So like that's a little jarring, but like all the problem solving I thought was a lot of fun. Like the interactions between Dick, the team, and the clues was a lot of fun, seeing them like figure things out and seeing how Jason is playing against them, knowing their strategy, knowing how they would think, and using that to kind of switch things up. You know, set a pattern in the beginning, change it up, you know, go to Crane, figure things out about the whole like what was it? The Robin move, the bird move, whatever it is, the bird gambit. Well, I fucking forget what it was called. The fucking bird strategy thing in chess, and then them figuring out the defensive maneuvers to it, and then him planning on them to get that. Like, I liked all of that, like the detective work that went into it. And like I said, the character interactions, it just feels like, as far as the pacing and the story, like I don't, like, we're cutting out a lot of the meat, and I'm sure we'll get some more pieces of the puzzle later, but I was really surprised to also have the Jason's alive reveal here. The thing that like throws me off about it is just how quickly Jason's just become Red Hood. Has he been planning this like all along? Because he's also obviously been juicing up. Was he planning this all the way back when he was Robin? I don't understand what's going on with that. Because like, I don't know. Because he was obviously making that, whatever that chemical was, that was, we don't even know what effects it actually did to him. It definitely didn't help him fight, because he didn't even get one swing in on the Joker. The Joker snuck up on his high ass and took him out. And then what? He was buried a day or two later. And this is only a few days after that, if not just a day, because I don't feel like multiple days would have passed while Dick was in Gotham hoping to be there for the funeral. So it's been a minimum of a week has passed since the opening of the season. And we're already we now know Jason Todd is the Red Hood. It's just weird. And what Kory's still having these visions, which I was thinking, it was like, okay, she's seeing the body being stolen from the morgue, but Bruce says he got the body and put it there. So somebody would have had to go to wherever Bruce dug and buried him and dug him up, or dig him up, unless he's in on it and he didn't actually bury Jason. It's just like there's a lot of the threads here aren't connecting yet. And I'm wondering if they're going to. I have little faith that they are going to connect, but we'll see. The thing that I felt like was really lacking in the first two seasons was the team. the Titans were not the Titans for so long. And I think that's like one of the things that I'm at least hanging on to right now. While everything is surrounding them, everything that's going on in their peripheral is kind of all over the place right now. And maybe it'll come together later in the season or maybe even next episode. I don't know. I know some people said episode 3 is pretty crazy, but I like at least right now I can attach to the team because the team, they feel like a team. They feel like a family. They are interacting each other. They are helping each other. They are working together. And that's something that I wish they had been doing all along. Sure, start off with a little bit of roughness, getting used to working together as a team, getting used to these new members and these personalities. But I expected them to build to that way later or way earlier than this. But at least right now I can hook on to that. Like their drama as a unit. You know, I can get on board with them. The only thing that I'm kind of like was like the forced breakup, what felt like a forced breakup between Hawk and Dove to give them something to do last season. And we're just kind of seeing them start to maybe patch that up here. Again, feels like a soft reboot on everything that's come before this. So we'll see where it goes, but I'm not like swayed away. I enjoyed some bits of this for sure. So I am looking forward to episode 3. So that'll be out not following this. It'll be the day after this one comes up. We'll be getting that out to you guys. So, but yeah, like I've said, I've been fairly critical of this. So sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this episode down below. We'll carry on that conversation after the video, or you can join me on all my socials or in the Discord. Links to all of those are in the description of this video. If you want to talk about Titans or anything else going on right now, media-wise, we could talk about it there. Before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Mandy Share, Ryan, Karen, Jason Coleman, and Philip Vane. Thank you guys, as always, for your support. But that has been episode 2 of Titans, and I will see you guys in episode 3. Take care, everybody.